The movie tends not to be as good as the book. Even though they did a great job with the movie, when we read the book, we create a certain scene in our head and have an expectation. Even if a friend recommends a good restaurant or a movie or a book, then we think, oh, it's going to be amazing. And the more amazing we think it's going to be, the more likely we are to get disappointed. Pujya Gurudev used to say, disappointments come to those who make appointments with the future. And we tend to hear people say this all the time. I know, we shouldn't have expectations. But it's unrealistic because we constantly have expectations. When we go to a restaurant, we expect them to have a certain amount of hygiene. When we go to the doctor, we expect him or her to know what to do. When we get into a flight, we expect to reach our destination. When we go to the hairdresser, we expect them to give us a good cut. What usually is meant is that certain expectations are feasible and realistic, and certain expectations are unrealistic. Like if you bite into a lemon and expect it to be sweet, it's unrealistic. And then you may think, who does that? But we do. If we have a friend who is consistently late and then we expect them to be on time. If we know someone is timid and shy and we expect them to be bold, we being unrealistic and unreasonable in our expectations. And sometimes we don't realize because we haven't spent time reflecting. There's a law that says there's constant change. And so what we should expect is change. But instead, we expect our friends to stay the way they are. We expect the relationship to stay the way they are. And so it's our lack of understanding that brings about this unrealistic expectation. And so the more we understand the universal laws that govern things, the more realistic we'll be about expecting. Disappointments come to those who make appointments with the future. When those appointments are unrealistic or unreasonable. And the more we understand what's reasonable and realistic, the less we'll make that mistake.